Hi guys, today is, today's my first day of not being on chemo. I was on it up until yesterday, and you can see my lips are still really swollen. I can barely swallow, can barely walk. If this is chemo and it's supposed to make me feel better, or it's make me live, sometimes I can understand why people go off of it. And I think about that, if I should or I shouldn't. It's been a rough week. I know a lot of you have been texting me and phoning me, and I'm not calling anybody back. And it's not because I'm trying to be rude or I'm mad or offended or anything. It's just that I'm not just not up to communicating right now. So I'm looking forward to the next 6 days and getting better and getting rid of these mouth sores and being able to walk a little bit better. This Vision of Beauty, as you see before you right now, took probably about 2 hours, and it's still looking pretty rough. I just had to lie down every time because my feet and my hands and everything else has been hurting. What else? I wake up every day and I pray, and I always thank God for another day, and I think for the blessings I do have, like my mom. I had a dream last night that she woke me up in the middle. I thought she woke me up in the middle of the night and gave me some Tylenol, and then I went back to sleep. And I woke up this morning going, "Did Mom come visit me last night?" And when I asked her, she goes, "No." And she goes, "Oh, it must have been an angel." And I'm like, "No, Mom, you're my angel." She's pretty awesome. And it's kind of a low day for me. I'm gonna try and get out of the house today. I'm gonna take my daughter and a friend to a movie and have them come over and order some pizza. Gotta keep life normal. If I could at least project a healthy outside, I'm hoping that some of that positivity will generate on the inside. I read somewhere that people with metastatic cancer are lucky if they get 26 to 30 months, and I'm like, I'm going to be that 2% that's going to live beyond that. But the reality is, I have to deal with reality, and because I've been so sick, I haven't got my affairs in order, and I need to do that this week. And and I think that includes selling my house. As much as I don't want to do that, because I know I'm going to take a big loss, but the way I'm looking at it is, Brooke will do okay with insurance money, and then, I'll use the money I have, equity in my house, to live a little and treat the people that I love. So, I know this is not the most uplifting video, but, people are always asking what's going on. As for me, I don't get sad about dying. At this point, I welcome it. I know I'm saved. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I don't think why me. I believe why not me. I'm not any special than anybody else. I just think of my mom, my daughter being left behind, and Loran and family, and that's the part that really that hurts. Yeah, that's the part that hurts. So, a lot of people say, you're so courageous, Leslie. Well, cancer doesn't care about courageousness. It still takes everybody anyways. So, why not be courageous? Because I don't want to be down in the dumps. Even doing this video today, I kind of ashamed of myself that I'm being so down. But, I guess I'm allowed those days, and I'm going to forgive myself tomorrow. I had a dream the other day that, I fell asleep, and I have this, program on my phone. It's an iTunes application, It's just the Bible, and it reads to you, and I usually just throw it on when I'm going to sleep. And I guess as I was sleeping, you know, I could still kind of hear some of the stories and stuff. And I know a lot of these stories, but in my dream, I dreamed that I was at this museum, and as I went around the museum, each area of the museum was a different story. And I guess because I was hearing each story on the you know, subliminally through the reading, I remember, like, you know, coming out of it going, oh man, that was like the best tour ever. And so I think I went through one day 3 times, and the next day I went back and went through 3 times. And I was telling my mom at one point, this was like, all of a sudden it became like a church somewhere in Europe. And you know, somebody handed me this information, and they said, you know, your job is to take these tickets and hand them out to people. And the tickets were yellow, and they had 2 sides, and on one side was the person's name, and the other side it had a whole bunch of writing. I don't recall what that was, but on one side I had my dad's name, and then I had another ticket, and it was for somebody else. And I was running around looking for my dad, and I was so worried that, you know, he didn't have his ticket, because this is the ticket that you need to get into the pearly gates. And then the other ticket, I don't know, I hunted it down. It was some random chick that worked at a cupcake house. And I went in and I gave her the ticket, but for some reason I gave her a whole bunch of candy too. And she threw the candy on the floor, and I was like so hurt in the dream. Anyways, and what I realized later is I was walking along, and there was like this 12-foot cliff, and above me it was like the pearly gates, and people had to hand in their ticket, and you know, St. Peter at the pearly gate goes, oh yeah, I got your ticket with your name on it. And on this other side of the ticket, there's a question that you're going to be asked, and you need to know the answer. And I guess again it was like through me listening to the tapes, like you know, they asked a question in the tape, and I guess I heard that, and the person in my dream answered the question. And I remember thinking, like, you know, I felt so sneaky, like, oh, I know the answer to that question, so I could ask that when I die, I'll know the answer. So I thought it was kind of a funny dream, but yeah, anyways, I just wanted to tell you about that, and yeah, I guess I'll catch up with you hopefully in a couple of days when my mouth and chest is a little bit better. My mouth is better, and hopefully I'm walking a little bit better, and I'm looking a little more upbeat. So you guys have a good weekend. Today's Saturday, I don't even know, the 16th, I think, November 16th, 2012, and I love you guys. Take care. Bye.